Good morning to you on this Thursday, September 19th. It is that time of the morning to get ready for the area's only live local talk and entertainment show, Virginia This Morning. I'm Amy Lacey, flying solo this morning in the studio, but I know that you are with me, and I am delighted to spend some time sharing today's show with you today. Let's jump right into today's preview. With fall kicking off this weekend, now is the perfect time to dust off your green thumb and plant some trees. I recently took a trip to Ashland to talk with our friends at Colesville Nursery about adding the right colorful tree to your outdoor landscape. That's coming up. And speaking of colors for fall, it's always fun to try something new with makeup. There are so many warm and rich tones that you can mix and match that would complement your skin. A local makeup artist will share trends for the season. That's still to come on our live show. This weekend, there is an opportunity to enjoy music from some of the most celebrated musicians in the area, and they'll all be in one place. The 2024 RVA East End Festival is an event that helps raise funds for the Richmond Public Schools Education Foundation to acquire or repair musical instruments for students in the city. Our dear friend, Richmond City Councilwoman Cynthia Newville, is here along with one of the event's performers, James Saxmo Gates. We will talk with them, and James will perform live just for you. Right now, let's send it to CBS 6 meteorologist Tom Patton, who has a look at the local forecast. Hey, Tom, I hope you're having a great day outside. For me, it's like all by myself.
I see you all by my. That was a song. Who sang
it? It was
that?
a song. I would sing it, except I can't hit those kind of high notes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. I'm thinking Eric Carmen. I don't know why. I could be wrong. Anyway, yes, you're all by yourself on the leopard print couch, more or less.
I'm holding down the fort, though.
Yes, you are. Oh, boy. All right. I guess I egged that one on. Well, I'll tell you what. You're talking about planting trees. I planted this spring, Amy, at home, I think about 17, what do you call them, broccoli plants.
Okay,
heads of
cool.
broccoli, whatever. And they are doing really well. I planted them, I think, in late August. And we've had lots of rain recently. We've had some really cool temperatures, and we had that nice stretch of cool nights, and they're doing great. Sometimes if you plant broccoli too early into August, you kind of lose it with the heat, but man, it's been perfect for that kind of stuff. Yeah.
You know, in Mother Nature, that's where I always go wrong. I forget to water them. So Mother Nature's helping you out, Tom.
I know. Well, the thing is about watering, you know, you always think it's going to rain every few days, and most of the year it does, or at least there's a chance for rain, but we get those hot, dry stretches where, yes,
and that,
you can
for
lose
me,
things.
it doesn't happen, and then goodbye plants.
And then goodbye plants. Nice knowing you. Well, we've got a lot of pollinators out here this morning, and that's why a lot of this in front of me has been planted. I know you could see the elephant ears from home,
yeah,
and they're enormous. But we have all these other flowers out here, and it is loaded with bumblebees right now. And I feel confident standing amidst them because I know they won't bother me. But there's probably 10 to 15 bumblebees just doing their thing out here right now.
I love to hear it. They're making a comeback. We need the population to grow and grow and grow, those pollinators.
Well, they're definitely out here right now doing whatever it is they do. They get their little flower juice going there. So, all right, let's hit it. Let's talk about our weather here. And we still have a good deal of clouds, even a little mist or drizzle, a couple light showers, kind of what we're expecting here today. Some heavier rain from this morning now is pushed well to our south. Out of Virginia now. North Carolina is where most of that is, but we are tracking a couple spotty showers. This one is in western Louisa, almost into Fluvanna, going to cross I-64 if you're moving into that direction. It's a decent shower, light to moderate rain there. And then around here, we've had just a little mist and a little drizzle throughout the morning. We're expecting these clouds by this afternoon to start to break up a little bit, which would be a nice thing. 60s to around 70 in most areas, your hour-by-hour forecast. We can still catch a little spotty shower or a little light drizzle yet, but I think by the afternoon and tonight, things will start to break up. Skies will clear for us more tonight, and we'll have more sunshine finally tomorrow to help all this stuff kind of regrow a little bit here. With all the cloud cover and the soaking rains that we've had. And the cloud cover, of course, aids in that. You don't get as much evaporation. 80 today, showers, drizzle, mainly in the morning. There could be a spot or two yet into the afternoon, but I think we'll start to see some clouds begin to scour out a little bit this afternoon with continued clearing then later tonight. And that'll lead toward more sunshine for us tomorrow with a high of 83. 82 Saturday, a cold front late Saturday into Sunday could bring some showers in that time frame. 70s next week, 50s to around 60 at night. Virginia This Morning will continue right after this.
Hey everybody, happy Friday Eve, or LPT as we call it around these parts. It is September 19th, and thank you for tuning into our live talk and entertainment show, Virginia This Morning. I'm Amy Lacey, flying solo here in the studio this morning, but you are with me, and it is going to be a great morning of fun today. If you're just joining us for the first time, we definitely want to welcome you. And if you're a repeat viewer of the show, welcome back. It's time for a quick recap of some of today's highlights. Let's get started with the show. Local makeup artist Shayla Monet is a licensed cosmetologist, and she's going to give us a quick tutorial on fall makeup. That's still to come in our live show. The RVA East End Festival is coming up this weekend, and you're invited. Richmond City Councilwoman, the Honorable Cynthia Newbill, is here to talk about this year's event, and we'll enjoy a live performance from one of the featured artists, James Saxmo Gates. That's coming up in less than 20 minutes. You don't want to miss that. Here's my conversation now with Lauren Fitzhugh from Colesville Nursery.
This segment is sponsored by Colesville Nursery.
You know exactly what this segment is going to. If you take a look at the sign behind me, fall is for planting. Lauren Fitzhugh with Colesville Nursery. Fall is a great time for planting.
That is exactly right. We love to let people know that you can plant any time of the year, but the easiest and best time to plant your plants is going to be in the fall. And there's two reasons for that. One, as you may notice, the weather is definitely more conducive to planting. It's cooler, there's more rain, the ground's a little softer. It's just heading into easier weather for planting. But the main reason we say that is that's when plants are establishing their roots. So you and the plants are on the same page. You both are trying to get established. In the spring, the summer, and the winter, they're kind of doing different stuff. So in the fall, when they're focusing on their roots, it's just so much easier to get them established, which makes them stronger for the next coming seasons.
We have some great examples of what is perfect for planting now.
Yeah, definitely. We like to show off that we do carry very nice, big, tall trees like these elms I've got behind me are just absolutely gorgeous, showing off a yellow fall color, which people often think always red for fall, but it's nice to mix some yellow in there. And we've got these nice birch behind us here. We also carry smaller stuff if you're not ready for such a big, tall tree in your yard, or maybe that's not the right choice for you. We carry things like these 15-gallon crepe myrtles here, which are awesome, and there's a ton in bloom right now, so it's a great time to shop them. But we also carry even smaller items like these large shrubs here in a 7-gallon container, and even our 3-gallon containers over here. All great options for any size yard or budget.
You mentioned those colors. You talked about the yellow. We have an example of that. Are there a lot of options if folks do want to get those reds, the golds, the yellows? They can pretty much get everything they want right here?
Oh, definitely. We have, as you can see here, we've got some shrubs with some great red color. We have leaves that are already colored. We have purple, tons of purple and red shrubs. And we carry these in all different sizes. So it's just a lot of options for all different yards.
If folks have questions, because maybe they come in, they think they want something, but that may not work for their yard or for their home, can someone here help them go through that process?
It's something I always like to emphasize. We are very big on education, right plant, right place. Everyone that works here can help you get to your gardening goals with great success. We just like to know what you're working with, and we can help guide you to those good decisions.
Why Colesville Nursery? Why should they come here for their needs for their yards and their homes?
It's not just the selection, it's the expansiveness of us. We don't just have a ton of different options, we have a lot of each of those options. So you can handpick out the exact right plant for you. Not only that, we carry everything from natives to edible to, like I said, big, tall shade trees. So this is a really one-stop shop.
And again, you can work with them for any color, any budget too.
Yeah, any budget. That's what we like to let people know. We carry small little annuals if you're just trying to do something quick and beautiful, and we carry large shrubs and trees if you're looking for a more established large landscape.
So where do we go from fall? We are doing the planting, but then what happens next? Once you come here, you get what you want for fall, you plant it, where does it go then?
Well, you're going to sit and enjoy your yard, that's for sure. But if you start to notice, I always let people know winter's a great time to look for where you may need evergreens or privacy, where those fall plants have dropped their foliage and you're looking for something else, and we carry tons of options for that too.
Lauren Fitzhugh, it has been such a pleasure talking with you about Colesville Nursery, and it makes us excited about this change of season and then everything that's coming next.
That makes me so excited.
We'll send it back to you inside. Hey, I'm sending it back to me. Take a trip to Colesville Nursery. It is a great place to be, located at 14011 Nursery Road in Ashland. You can give them a call at 804-798-5472 or visit them online at colesvillenursery.com. Fall is a great time to not only switch out your wardrobe, but to experiment with makeup to enhance your look. Local Richmond makeup artist Shayla Monet is here with 2 models to show us some of her tricks of the trade. Good morning and welcome to Virginia This Morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I am so excited to have you here because not only are we talking about the makeup trends, but you're helping us move into the season with these beautiful oranges, the denim, the navy blues. What a great season and what a great way that we can present ourselves with some makeup.
Absolutely.
Talk to us about some looks here.
So we have a lot of different things trending for fall. So one look is completely different from the next look. Right here, Jessica is modeling our fresh face. So we have the natural clean brows. We have the nice supple, moisturized looking skin where it's not too matte. We have our flush looking cheeks. We have just minimal eyes with mascara and a nice little nice nude gloss. So it looks like a fresh, just an everyday, a very effortless look. So this is definitely one of my favorites.
It's really beautiful, and that's something that you could attain at home pretty easily. How hard is this to do?
Oh, to be honest, it can be hard, not using too much makeup for a no makeup look, but it definitely is a lot achievable, more so than our next look that we're gonna be going over.
Let's go and look at this one too.
Yes, okay, come on.
Okay. What is going on right here?
And with this look, we have a little bit of a 90s grunge going on, as well as some 80s metallics, nice bold dark eyes, as well as a new trend that I'm actually gonna demonstrate for you right now. This is gonna be like our cranberry and our reds with the lips. So a lot of the deep tones are actually in right now, of course, for the fall. But what I like to do is start off in the lining of the lips first, just to go around the outline. And one thing that I also love about the trends of this upcoming fall is that everything does not have to be actually perfect and super lined. So it can go for that messy look, so that way, you don't have to take too much time out of your day trying to create perfect lines and making sure that everything is just perfect.
I really love that color. I always say about, lipstick, lip gloss, it helps to pull everything together, I feel like, and you can really show your personality with the colors too.
Oh, absolutely. And then what I also love about these trends too is that you can actually blend them together. So if one day you want to do a bold lip, but you don't want to do anything on your eyes, you can have the fresh face for your eyes and then do the bold lips. One day you want to have the bold eyes and not have anything on your lips, you definitely can do that too. So you can take the trends and just make them your own.
Something that I heard that you mentioned, 80s look, 90s look, all coming together on one face. How is that? Is that a trend right now, the 80s and 90s kind of throwback to today?
Yes, so not necessarily together, but that's part of what I was saying is make it your own.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wear just one trend. If you want to take multiple trends and put them together, by all means, definitely do that and just make it yourself.
If someone had to buy something brand new for fall to put in their makeup kit, what would you recommend? A particular color, or what would you say would be something to help them get to the new season?
I would definitely go for the red and the berry lips. If you don't do anything else for the new fall trends, definitely get with the berry on the lips.
What else do we need to know about fall? Can you wear a summer look in the fall? Can you make it really your own any time of year?
Yeah, you most certainly can. And that's the thing about makeup, is that you can always, since you're the one that's wearing it, you're the one that's owning it, you can make it to whatever you want it to be. So you don't have to actually follow, one particular, actual trend. And then also you can follow 1,000 trends if you want to. But the thing about it is making it your own.
Can you tell us a little bit about your business? What do you see in the fall? Do you do a lot of weddings, a lot of photo shoots? What's coming up for the fall season?
Yeah, so I actually have classes coming up in the fall. My next class is October 19th. at 11 a.m. And that's actually on my website. I actually will be working on productions. I'm doing movie series. I have coming up 2 actually right now, and I also look forward to hosting more beauty classes in the future.
What is your website in case some folks want to check out some of those makeup classes?
Yes, my website is shaylamonet.com. That's SHAYLAH-MONET.com. So don't forget that H.
This is wonderful. We really appreciate you coming in today. Models, you look absolutely beautiful. Make us get excited about moving into the fall season. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
For more information on the services that Shayla Monet provides, just look for a link on our show website by early this afternoon. You can check out virginiathismorning.com. And stay with us. There's more Virginia This Morning after the break. Welcome back. We hope you're having a great Thursday. The family-friendly RVA East End Festival showcases some of Richmond's most talented young musicians, dancers, visual artists, and seasoned performers, including James Saxmo Gates, who will fill our studio with his melodic saxophone sounds coming up in just a few minutes. But first, we talk with Richmond City Councilwoman, the Honorable Cynthia Newbill, about the event. Welcome back to Virginia This Morning.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I am so appreciative of the opportunity to share with Richmonders this upcoming festival and to invite them to join us.
This is so special because this is musicians who are supporting the next generation of
Absolutely,
musicians.
absolutely. The East End Festival is simply phenomenal. It's a phenomenal celebration of art and music available and welcoming all Richmonders, but especially phenomenal because it will showcase the talent of our students, musicians and artists in the schools in the East End community, along with national and local artists, and certainly, as you have mentioned before, Mr. James Saxmo Gates will be one of the lead performers. And so it's just a great opportunity for our community and for our young people who are up and coming talents, and actually talents already. So yeah, in their own right.
It's so beautiful that this gives them a platform,
It does.
literally, to go out there, share their art, express themselves. And then this is also, it helps to raise funds to keep some programs in schools going.
Well, the entire purpose here, at 100% of the proceeds after the expenses go to purchase musical instruments, art supplies, materials, etc., for our students in our schools in the East End community. And so this is the 6th year of convening and hosting the festival. So this year we'll have a group of young people from our Bellevue Elementary School, our Armstrong High School who will be performing. So I'll have the tissue because from, when you start out 6 years and now we have young people who have benefit of having the opportunity, to learn in working with the symphony and others who will be performing. It is simply extraordinary. And so we want folks to come out this Saturday, September 21st from noon until 9. And it will be at Chimborazo Park, the big stage there. And it is free to the community. But there will be also food trucks and opportunities to purchase food, as well as, other refreshments, drinks, etc. There'll be vendors there. But it will be an extraordinary opportunity to enjoy an incredible lineup, but also support, again, have the resources, the funds go to support our young people. And so just to give you some idea, the Richmond Symphony always, which has been a partner with us. We will have certainly James Saxmo Gates, who you will hear from a little later, the Dap Mallory Band, the No BS Brass Band, Victor Haskins and Skane. I've mentioned the Bellevue Elementary, Armstrong High School students will perform. We will have the Richmond Celebration Male Choir, directed by Dr. Willis Barnett. We'll have the Fort Gregg Adams U.S. Army Ordnance School and the Virginia Knights of Columbus. So it is Yes, star-studded.
Beautiful.
And the biggest stars will be the students who have had benefit of having access to the musical instruments, art supplies, materials over the 6 years that the festival has been hosted, and who will have the opportunity to perform and be heard and have just great exposure and encouragement from our community. It is just an exciting time that allows us to support our youth, embrace them, and encourage them as they move forward. So,
If folks maybe are from other parts of town and they haven't been to the East End in a while, why should they come on out to this festival and see what you're all about?
because it is truly a festival, you know, you talk about parties and festivals with a purpose. This is that kind of festival. Not only will you have opportunity to hear from, like I said, national, local artists and performers, but our young people, and to hear from them, to see artwork, and to encourage them on this path and trajectory, that is phenomenal.
So much. What a great way that we can all go out there, support those kids.
Yes, absolutely.
Councilwoman, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for bringing this beautiful energy to our studio today.
Thank you.
We want you to have a great turnout this
weekend. Thank you. We look forward to all Richmonders joining us and supporting our young people. But as I said, it is the kind of opportunity that, like I said, the Richmond Symphony, national and local professional artists, but our young people. And it supports our young people and their trajectory in terms of arts and music. We've had great supporters over the entire 6-year period, Bon Secours, Richmond Hospital System, as well as many others who will be present and in community that day. So we look forward to all Richmonders coming out. It's going to be a great time, great fun, great music, and great community.
That's what we want you to see this weekend. Here's the information will pop up on the screen. The 2024 RVA East End Festival is happening Saturday, September 21st from noon to 9 p.m. at Chimborazo Park, 3215 East Broad Street in Richmond. For more information, visit virginiathismorning.com. And don't go anywhere. James Saxmo Gates performs live right after the break. Welcome back. Just before the break, we talked with Richmond City Councilwoman Cynthia Newbill about the 2024 RVA East End Festival. One of the highlights will be the great music, and one of the featured performers is here live in the studio with us today. Before we enjoy a special music selection, let's talk with James Saxmo Gates about his involvement in this annual event. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being a part of this festival. Why did you decide to get involved in this way?
Well, I grew up in that neighborhood. I grew up in the East End. And too many wonderful stories has taken place in order for me to get here today. You know, having all of the incredible musicians that were incredible instructors back then. And my family, musically inclined. My family played. My dad was a great saxophonist. My mother, man, was a dancer for the Ashford Cotton Club in New York City. So seeing music really on the highest level, oh, I was destined to do this.
And you know, I'm sure you started when you were this tall. So you are taking part in a festival that's giving that back to other kids, which I love that so much.
Right, right. Well, see if you can vision this. When kids have a tendency to see it done in real time, that makes them believe that it can be done for them. Now, by me being the director of the jazz program at Virginia State University, kids would be able to know that, oh, I can do that too. You know, I would love to be able to go and perform. And the other thing about performing, it breeds confidence.
Yes, it does.
You know, you've been a saxophonist. Oh, did I say that?
They already knew. We've talked about it before. I played the saxophone as well. Right,
right. Well, one thing again about this saxophone, people love entertainment, and they love those who really are pure, and they have, you know, the actual kind of information that comes from the inside out. And when you deliver it, it's always going to be organically real. So that's what's going to happen.
It is that beautiful, beautiful expression.
That's right.
No more talking. Now it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of James Saxmo Gates performing lush life.
You know it.
Take it away.
That's right. You know this.
Oh my goodness, yay! You were right. right, everybody does love the saxophone, the smooth sounds. Thank you for bringing it to Virginia this morning.
That's
today.
right.
Once again, that's James Saxmo Gates with Lush Life. The 2024 RVA East End Festival is happening this Saturday, September 21st from noon to 9 p.m. at Chimborazo Park, 3215 East Broad Street in Richmond. For more information, visit virginiathismorning.com. And it's going to be a celebration. Word on the street.
That's right.
Is that Saturday's also Saxmo's birthday.
Oh, yeah!
Happy early birthday!
You need to say it like you mean. Happy birthday to me.
We hope that you have an awesome day, and thank you for making our day awesome today.
Thank you so much.
Before we head to break, here's the offer that Renewal by Andersen is offering for the month of September.
This segment is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen.
If you're considering replacing your problem windows, our next guest is going to tell us about one big thing homeowners often don't think about when choosing their new windows. Our friend Lucio Shields of Renewal by Andersen joins us now. And in a moment, she's going to give us the details on a great window and door special happening this month. But first we say good morning, Lucy.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
All right. Well, it is one of those big things that most people don't consider when choosing replacement windows.
Well, it's funny. I was having a conversation about one of the things that I've encountered, and that's really, did you know that there can be a window product out there that can block sunlight from coming into your home? I know, that's an interesting way to think about it. But when you have a softer or weaker material like vinyl, the frame has to actually be thicker to support the weight of the glass, and therefore it's a narrow view and less natural light
So you're
coming
taking up
in.
all the room with the actual frame, not the glass itself.
Exactly. And so it's amazing that you don't think about these things, but our composite material Fibrex is actually 200 times stronger than vinyl. So it allows for that maximum glass space and all of that natural light to come in.
So now we got all that glass, let's talk about some of the designs for the window.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what's so perfect about this, since they are custom built, we actually offer 7 different styles, including those popular double hung casement and gliding windows. But you also have interior and exterior colors to choose from, up to 49 different color combinations.
Wow.
That's huge, right?
Yeah.
Right now we're seeing black and dark bronze as a really popular color out there. And you can even choose your hardware finishes and grill patterns. And if you can build it, we can, or if you can imagine it, we can probably build it for you.
Absolutely. Let's talk about that door special this month, because I know you're excited about that.
Oh, well, you know what? We decided in September we're just going to discount everything. Everything. So 20% off windows, 20%
You just decided, yeah, what the heck?
20% off entry doors and 20% off patio doors. And you can get it all with no money down, no payments, and no interest for an entire year.
All right, let me give you some phone numbers, folks. You can call 804-352-3737, or just scan that QR code and on the screen, or go to VAWindowReplacement.com to schedule your free appointment. Renewal by Andersen performed a durability test on windows that they installed in some Minnesota homes 20 years ago. How'd that turn out?
Actually, amazing.
Yeah?
So if you can think about it, I know we laugh, but snowy Minnesota, right? So there was 2 decades that these windows were on site, and they went through humidity in summer and snow in the winter. And when they actually pulled them out, they went through rigorous performance testing.
Sure.
And it showed there was no cracking, no peeling, no damage at all. And then they were even able to open and close as easily as the day they put them in. So, I mean, imagine this. So we replace windows that are less than a decade old all the time. But these were 20-year-old windows.
In Minnesota.
In Minnesota that...
We're not going to Minnesota to test. Let somebody else do that. Yeah.
But they scientifically proved to stand the test of time. It's pretty amazing.
All right. I know one thing that you're proud of is this isn't a home improvement project that's going to leave your home a mess for an extended period of time, is it?
It's not.
Yeah.
So when we come in, we do seal off the area. We put down drop cloths. We want to cover your furniture. After we're done, we'll sweep, we'll vacuum, we'll take away our trash. And then you know, with all the care and respect that our certified master installers show to your home, check out those reviews. So many homeowners out there have actually given us compliments for the care and respect that we show to their home. It really is part of our signature service.
Clean up after yourselves, and they do a great job. Thank you so much for coming in today.
You're welcome.
Great offer, too. Once again, here are the details on this great window and door special from Renewal by Andersen. Now through September 30th, save 20% off every window, patio door, and entry door with 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. Call 804-352-3737, scan that QR code, or visit vawindowreplacement.com now to schedule your free appointment. Virginia This Morning returns after a quick break.
This segment is sponsored by Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fix-It.
Ready to upgrade your home? Pentec Flooring is the newest product now offered by Mr. Fix-It. Our friend Mark Benstock, the owner of Mr. Fix-It, joins us to share some great news. Good to see you.
Great to be here with you.
This is exciting because it's opening up some great opportunities for folks to get a big grade up on their garage floor.
Yeah, you're right. You know, if you've got a concrete garage floor, you have a concrete basement, or even an outside patio, sidewalk, around a pool, we are delighted to be the exclusive company for its manufacturer. It's named Pentec, and they have this amazing coating. So you can, the most common, of course, is garages, because where we live with all the homes and all the attached, or you know, and we love turning that garage from just plain into something gorgeous. When I had it done at my house, you know, my wife was just, holy mackerel, this looks amazing.
So it goes from garage to garage mahal.
Yes, it does. And so many of us use our garage for more than just parking, you know, a car. A lot of us, you know, have either, you know, workout equipment or a workshop or something. But if it's concrete, you know, smooth concrete, we can transform it. And the colors are just stunning. There's so many different varieties of options. It can even do a sports team color, and we can start a rivalry in the family, maybe.
Yeah. You know, epoxy's been a thing for years now.
Yeah.
Is this an upgrade from that?
It is definitely an upgrade from that. This is not an epoxy floor. This is the next step up. This carries, epoxy doesn't have quite as good of a warranty normally, and it also can potentially have fade issues. So with our polyurea coating from Pentec, from the manufacturer, we can give the customer a get it once, get it done right. You know, that's what we bring to the table, Bill, is as you know, customer satisfaction is super important to us. We are one of the few local companies here that have, you know, a big variety of products that we like to do, and love to serve the community for over 54 years. And at the top of our list is, if we're going to recommend something, it's got to be something that not only looks good today, but looks good for many years to come and is durable. Some of the lower cost options in the epoxy world, for example, can peel up. A lot of our customers that we are grinding off the old epoxy, and that's actually part of the process. Is we do a very light amount of grinding that takes a super thin layer of the concrete off, so that when the Pentec product is applied, it bites, and that's why we have that lifetime warranty.
So I had a friend that had epoxy done a couple of years ago. It was a process, and it took forever, and almost had to leave the house because of the fumes. How long does this take?
So the great news about our process is we'll get it done typically in a day, unless it's a monster garage. I think you've got an 8-car garage with all the sports cars, right? So that might take us, no, I'm just kidding, but that might take us longer. But other than that, the most common 2-car garage, we're in and out in a day. The customer is just amazed at how beautiful it looks, and we love being part of it.
Comes in colors, takes a day, looks gorgeous,
and it's not expensive. You know,
there it is.
No,
right,
I mean that's like that's like the best part of it is that when it comes to home improvement, you know, a lot of products are way more than this, so it's very affordable.
Lifetime warranty.
And lifetime warranty. How about that?
Fantastic.
Yep.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah.
And folks, obviously a name you trust. has got something else that you can put their trust in, and they'll do a fantastic job for you. Right now, $400 off plus 24 months interest free with Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fix-It. You'll find the showroom at 10,189 Maple Leaf Court in Ashland. For more information, give them a call, 804-726-8006, or visit the website, MrFixItVA.com. Virginia This Morning returns after a quick break.
Welcome back. Their mission is to strive to empower action to move forward and navigate life's challenges as a community with strength, perseverance, and purposefulness. Sometimes that's a hard word to say, but it's a great word. The Forward Foundation does all of that and so much more. They're looking forward to their 5th annual Go Forward Together ride, followed by Forward Fest. The CEO and Executive Director, Andrea Starr, and event chairperson, Jay Smack, they're here with much more. Good morning. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Tell us about your organization, first and foremost. What do you do? Who do you serve?
So Forward Foundation is a local nonprofit to the greater Richmond area that is dedicated to assisting single working parents that have encountered some type of financial crisis in their life. And what makes the foundation so unique is the demographic that we serve. So we are focused on being the gap filler for families that would not be eligible for services through the state because on paper they're making too high of an income, but in reality aren't making enough to be able to make ends meet.
And why are you having this festival? How can people get involved to come on out and support the cause?
So, funding for all of our programming, which consists of child care subsidies, educational opportunities, and financial literacy, parenting workshops, all of those things, we need funding to make that happen. So this event is our 5th annual Go Forward Together ride with the incorporation of Forward Fest, which is a family and pet-friendly event where we can come out as a community and support these wonderful families.
As a representative of the cyclists that are taking part, how is there really no better way to go forward than with something like a ride?
Well, cyclists as a group are really engaged, especially in their communities, and they see it literally from the ground. So when you put the word out that you've got a cause that needs some support, especially if some of them have a connection to it because we're benefiting single parent families, they generally rally. They generally do a number of events each year, and when we started this a few years ago, it seemed like it made perfect sense to do something cycling related. So cyclists can expect a great route, a couple routes as a matter of fact. One is 30 miles up to Ashland and turns around and comes back, and another one goes a little bit further out into the hills of Hanover County and comes back. But we want everybody to know that this is a safe, guarded, escorted ride, and that there's a great party afterwards. So the cycling is just one component. For any cyclists interested, we'd encourage them to go ahead and get registered. Even if you can't ride, sometimes I'll sign up for rides and not be able to go, but I know I've benefited a good cause. But when they come back, the fest is really more than half of it. We're asking people to come out, bring their pets, bring their kids. There's lots of events and vendors and food and stuff like that. So there's something for everybody, but it's a solid ride for cyclists interested in supporting this organization.
I love what you said about that. Sometimes you'll even register and you then are not able to go, but you know that you've benefited such a great cause. That is so important because I've read so many statistics about single parent families. There are so many. It's astoundingly high with what families are dealing with. And then if you end up going through a crisis, that makes it that much more difficult for that family to navigate.
It really does, and statistically about 1 out of every 3 homes is single parent led. There are 19 million single parents that are raising 23 million children, and the cost of childcare is about the same as full tuition to a 4-year university. So for a family on a limited income, a single income, on average in the city of Richmond, about $40,000 a year, and you're having to pay that high in childcare costs, that's pretty significant. What we don't want to happen is that people feel like they need to quit their jobs or they need to rely on government assistance. We want to be able to step in and say, you know what, support is available to you, and we can help increase your earning potential. We can provide resources to provide that long-term financial stability, and this event allows us the opportunities to be able to do that.
And through the event, together as a community, we can support this next generation, these kids who are growing up in these families, and we can give them the type of life and that stability in life that they really deserve.
Absolutely. This is about being able to not only help these parents but help their children, because you are breaking that cycle by providing them the same resources and opportunities that dual income families are able to receive.
Well, I thank you both for bringing this awareness to Virginia this morning, because I know some folks out there are going to want to take part in that, because this is just such an important cause and mission that we have here in our community. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
The Forward Foundation presents the 5th annual Go Forward Together ride, followed by Forward Fest. It's happening October 5th at Final Gravity Brewing Company, 6118 Lakeside Avenue in Richmond. For more information, visit virginiathismorning.com. Stay right there. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking with me as I was riding solo today at Virginia This Morning. Thank you to all of our guests too, including Richmond City Councilwoman Cynthia Newbill, James Saxmo Gates, Andrea Starr, Jay Smack, Mixter Fix-It, Renewal by Anderson, makeup artist Shayla Monet, and Colesville Nursery, of course, once again to you. This has been a great day because of you. Don't forget that we want to stay connected to you. So if you have a fun moment or an exciting adventure that you've had, send it to us at Virginia This Morning at wtvr.com or upload it to one of our social media channels. You may just see it on the air in our Everywhere You Are segment. We hope you join us tomorrow for our live Friday morning show featuring a performance from Shay Wynn. We will show you also how to create and decorate a heart cake. The fun starts at 8:56 a.m. Enjoy a terrific Thursday.